Huh?
Huh?
Line it up.
Yeah, we're trying. If he says yes, I'm putting him on it.
Huh?
You gonna do it? All right, come here. All right. So those crosshairs. Okay, if you want to track somebody walking across the stage, you try to keep that crosshair either center mass or on their shoulder if they're walking across, and you just kind of track and follow. And you got to kind of try and keep it smooth. Okay? And when somebody's at the podium, you're going to try and dead set that podium. All right? And that's really about all there is. No.
Sorry.
That one's capturing everything. This one right here tracks speakers or graduates, as they call it, to the stage. To come up to the stage. Have you watched any of the graduation videos? Then you would know like where it's tracked. You want to do it? Here. Like just kind of get a feel for, like try to get a smooth, like so, see how he's there? So now watch whenever he moves, I'm going to track it. Okay? I'll check you out. Oh, it will. Right. So just you're following them as they move. Oh no! So you would pick them up when they stand up, because otherwise when they're sitting down, they're teeny tiny in the frame. They'd use that camera to catch them.
Hello, I'm Jordan Sorrow. Would everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. My name is Ruby Smith. Welcome. On behalf of the faculty and the staff of Foothills Education Charter High School and our Jackson Foothills campus, we welcome you to the ceremony for our 7th graduating class, the class of 2022. My fellow students and I have worked extremely hard to accomplish this goal. Thank you for being here to support us and to share in our accomplishments on this very special occasion. And now Carla Del Angel will introduce some special guests.
My name is Carla Del Angel. The graduating class of 2022 would like to give a special welcome to our parents, family, and friends for being present at our graduation. We would also like to recognize some special guests. Please stand as I call your name. Foothills Superintendent, Dr. Sherry Gibney Sherman. Foothills Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Dale Simpson. Regional Director for Special Education, Ms. Melanie Belk. Regional Director for Student Services, Ms. Melanie Britton. Regional Director for Operations, Mr. Mark Chanel. Executive Director of Heartland of Division of Foothills, Ms. Melissa Griffin. Regional Director for Instruction, Mr. Scott Gordon. Regional Director for Finance and HR, Mr. Bonnie Knight. Regional Director for External Affairs, Dr. Paul Williams. Foothills Governance Board Chairperson, Dr. Nathan Franklin. Foothills Governance Board Vice Chairperson, Mrs. Beverly Levine. Faculty and staff of the Foothills site. The valedictorian is the student having the highest rank for all public Foothills site in the graduating class of 2022. That year, this honor goes to Ariel Campbell. We will hear from her at this time.
Hi, I'm Ariel Campbell from the Walton Foothills campus, and I'm the 2022 Foothills valedictorian. I would like to start off with a special thank you to all the staff at Foothills for being so helpful and supportive to all the students. They truly want to see everyone succeed in life, which is why they ask me, so what's next? Or what's your plans after graduation? To which I respond, I'm not sure, but I definitely want to travel the world. So when I was asked to write this speech, I instantly thought of Sandra Cisneros' story, 11. She says, what they never tell you is that when you're 11, you're also 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Because when I get asked what's next, I think of my 11-year-old self who would quickly jump to tell you that she wants to go to Emory University to become an orthopedic surgeon. I'm a little jealous of her because she had it all planned out. But I also had another answer at 8 years old to the same question. I was going to be the president of the United States because my family always said I could. And at 5, I was going to be a teacher because I loved going to school. I'm also a little bit jealous of her. But now I'm standing here in my gown, so unsure of what I want to do for the rest of my life because I wanted to do so many things at different ages. However, one of my constant desires has always been to see the world, and I plan to make it happen. So my message to all of the graduates out there is that it's perfectly normal to be confused. We all had so many ideas of the extraordinary things we would do when we got older, layered on top of one another from the previous years, leaving us with so many options to choose from. So take a breather before rushing into something and know that it's okay to change your mind about your career path. Do what makes you happy and never settle for less. But for now, just appreciate this huge accomplishment and remember to keep appreciating all the things you accomplish in life. Congratulations to all the graduates here, and thank you to all the friends and family for coming out to support them.
And now we'll hear from Matthew Poe, who is a top site graduate for the Jackson Foothills class of 2022.
Good Good evening. I am Matthew Pope. Before we start this, I want to say a prayer that graduation will go good and that everybody's future will be in God's hands. Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Lord, please help all the graduates find their careers that they want to do. And God, just please help them, and God, please protect the first responders and everybody else in Jesus' name. First, I want to thank God for everything He has blessed me with. I have been a homeschool student and came to Foothills so I could receive an accredited diploma. I want to thank Ms. Parr for helping me to get the assistance I needed in order to see my mama, my daddy, my cousin Leanne, my nana, and my papa and Miss Ashley helped me to succeed in school. I am very thankful to them. I want to thank Warren Talbert, Miss Johnson, Mr. Shirley, Miss Cromer, Miss Gerber, Miss Mullis for helping me on a daily basis. Thank you, Officer Sula, Officer Kelly, and Officer Parsons for protecting us while we was at school. Thank you to all the military personnel and first responders that keep our nation free. My mentors, Mr. David Hallman, Mr. Johnny Nixon, and Miss Angie Gary played a big role in helping me. If anyone thinks they can't get through school, just keep pushing yourself because you can. Trust God and ask for Him to help you. God bless America. Am I good?
Hello, I am Brianna Evans. It is my honor to introduce our guest speaker this evening. Houston Gaines was elected to the Georgia House of Representatives in 2018. Representative Gaines is a Republican representing the 117th House District, which includes portions of Jackson, Barrow, Clark, and Oconee counties. In the Georgia House, Houston has championed a number of important priorities for House District 117, as well as being a strong supporter for Foothills Education Charter High School. A graduate of the University of Georgia, Houston served as student body president while at UGA and was named to its 2020 40 Under 40 class. He is a Tillman 15 Lead Athens graduate and a graduate of the Zell Millers Foundation's Leadership Institute.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for the introduction, and it's great to see everybody this evening. What a special occasion, and congratulations, most importantly, on this significant honor. What you've done tonight and what you've done over the last however many years is so important for our community, and it's a testament to your hard work and what you've done in our community. So, congratulations, first of all. I do think that deserves a big round of applause. So congratulations. Thank you for what you've done. And certainly many of you have overcome significant obstacles to get to this point. And what you've been able to accomplish by being here today and walk across this graduation stage with family members, friends, community members, it says so much about your character, so much about your work ethic, so much about your ability to go out and make a difference in our workforce. And that's one of the most important things when I think about what Foothills does for our community, for our state. It is a workforce development pipeline for Georgia, and I just think Foothills is a model that we need to continue to champion and drive in Georgia, because you look at what opportunities they're giving the next generation of folks across Northeast Georgia, across the entire state. It's so important that the work that is being done here, whether individuals are going to continue in their career, in their education, college or a university system, university here in Georgia, whether it's joining the military or whether it's going out and going straight into the workforce. And I know many of you have worked while you've gone through to get your diploma. And so you think about the work and the importance of that, and for communities across this state, the impact that that's going to have, because you multiply it out by the number of graduates across our state. What Foothills is doing is very significant to make sure that we have that next generation of workforce, because one of the things that is we're attracting jobs and attracting businesses to Georgia that we constantly hear from employers, whether small or large, is they want to know, what is Georgia's workforce? what do we have here in Georgia when they're looking to build the next large manufacturing plant, or whether they're looking to open a small business. I work in my day job, as I call it, in the state house, and we also have a full-time job. I work for a small business, civil engineering firm, about 35 people. Whether you're that size company, or whether you're Caterpillar or SK Battery with thousands and thousands of employees right here in our region, what people want to know is what workforce do we have? And Foothills is developing that pipeline. And Sherry and Paul and the whole team, everybody, thank y'all for what you're doing, because it is making a tremendous impact. But most importantly, the people who deserve the praise tonight are the 6 folks sitting up here on stage. I know there's several more. I think we heard one was maybe sick, and there's multiple others. But thank y'all so much for what you've done to put yourself in this position to go into the workforce, or go further your educational career, or join the military and make a big difference. And Matthew, I want to say congratulations. Thank you for your words, and thanking our law enforcement, our first responders, and all those who actually made this day possible. So thank you to the families and the friends. Y'all are the ones who got them to this point. And again, the 6 up here, you have done the hard work. So congratulations, and keep up the great work.
Hello. I'm very proud to be able to introduce you to the 2 Mama Joe Spirit of Foothills. Hello. I'm very proud to be able to introduce you to the 2 Mama Joe Spirit of Foothills Award winners. These 2 individuals show the real spirit of Foothills by working hard regardless of whatever barriers are put in front of them. And this Mama Joe Award was named after my mother, Mama Joe. And we're so proud to award a monetary award to these students, and we're proud to do it each year. We have Francesca Gamino Castro from Walton County and Chevelle Leanne Jett from Barrow County. And both of these students are going to tell their story and the barriers they overcome and where they are today. We could not be prouder. Thank you, ladies.
Hi, my name is Francisca Camino Castro. I'm from Walton Foothills side. My story is not the story of typical Foothills graduated. Imagine a millennial with a Gen Z generation in a classroom with the students who could be my daughters. I am a 36 years old mother of 5 who made sure her dream of earning a high school diploma came true. Even though I took her a little longer to achieve. A dream of graduating from high school ever since my family came to the U.S. when I was 14 years old. I will be the first to graduate of 5 siblings. During some very challenging years, like my mother's illness and trying to learn English, I never give up on my dream of graduating from high school. My path had many obstacles. Imagine being in a classroom where no one speaks your language without understanding a word that teacher says. That was my early life in high school. Eventually, I imagined to be complete most of my classes, but I could pass a state English writing test, so I could graduate. Feel like I was disappointing my family, especially my father, because he brought us to this country for a better future. I got married, moved to Georgia, and started a family. I never give up hope that one day I will get my high school diploma. When I hear about the Foothills and opportunity to be Foothills Plus students, I knew my dream of the future could come true. Raising my own child, I understood the importance of good education to be successful in life. I want to show them that with determination and perseverance, any goal is possible, and thus they should never stop chasing their dreams. Raising 5 kids isn't easy, but imagine trying to go to school Well, that's going on. Also, my family went through some tragedies, like the kidnapping of my father, my young brother, and 2 cousins. After 14 months, they give us the news that they have died. The death of my mother from her illness, and my father and my brother death were devastating to me. Through all this sad badness, I knew I had to keep chasing my dream. Many thanks to Foothills for the great opportunity you give me and for allowing me to reach my dream. Many people work to make it possible for me to graduate and motivate me every moment. They made me feel at home, and now I have a better future for myself and my family. I would like to thank each teacher and every staff member of Walton Foothills. I am so grateful for their support. My father always wanted me to graduate from high school. I knew he would be proud of me today. I graduate and I am training to be a counselor from Georgia Health Department Week program. I would also like to look at options for a career of Athens Tech if I get the chance.
My name is Chevelle Jett, and I'm from the Foothills Barrow site. My Foothills story begins in March of 2020. The halls of Appalachia High School had been plagued with all the COVID precautions. Students were commuting 6 feet apart, equipped with earbuds and a mask. The new normal was here, and it was affecting the nation. The place I looked forward to going to every day had turned into a silent, dreary place that smelled of strong disinfectant. I started to hate school, which wasn't like me, so I decided to transfer to Foothills. I was welcomed into Foothills Barrow by the sweetest team of faculty and staff. I was paired with Miss Nicole Tadia, my mentor, who soon became my best friend. She was short compared to me, but always wore the cutest heels, which gave her some height. I met with Miss Tadia every time she was in the building. She always helped me reach my academic goals, but we also loved talking about our personal lives. She always cheered me on when I began my many different jobs in high school. When schools were closed due to the pandemic, we kept in touch. I often called her for advice or just to check in. She had been experiencing some mental issues, but showed no concern and always insisted that she was fine. In May of 2021, I had just turned 18 and decided to live with my boyfriend. We lived together still an hour away from Barrow County. My commute to school every day became a hassle and I started falling behind. My mental health had gone downhill once I moved, and I had only lived in one house my entire life, and change scared me. I became very anxious and was diagnosed with generalized anxiety, something Miss Tadia also struggled with. She encouraged me to talk to my physician, and from there on I started taking medication, which helps me every day. Some time has passed, and I began to come out of my funk. I had started going to school every day during the week and seeing Miss Tadia every now and then. Our conversation slowly went from taking place down the hall to her texting me from the hospital. I continued school nevertheless and received an email at work in September with the subject line, "We regret to inform students that one of our mentors, Miss Nicole Tadia, has passed." My heart sunk. Foothills reached out and offered counseling, and I was set up with a new mentor. I've never experienced the death of someone close to me. I began to grieve the loss of my best friend and mentor and ended up not showing up to Foothills for over 2 months. I received a text from Miss Amy, my new mentor, checking in to see how I was doing. I agreed to meet up with her and started attempting school again. I began to feel motivated and attempted to finish 4 classes in a month and attempts to graduate in December, and it did not work. I completed 3 classes and was left with the dreaded Algebra 2, something Miss Tadia and I always agreed was longer than it should be. I started to dedicate myself to this goal of graduating and making Miss Tadia proud in February of 2022. I ended up finishing Algebra 2 with plenty of time before graduation, and thanks to Mr. Black and other math teachers. I also started a job at UGA, where I'm a laboratory animal care technician. This job was referred to me by one of Foothills' own alumni support, Miss Mary Kelly, who I'm very grateful for. I plan on studying wildlife biology and wildlife vet sciences at UGA in the coming months. I stand in front of you today with my glamorous heels and sense of accomplishment. I know that she's proud of me, and I am forever thankful for the impact she has left on my life.
Good evening. I'm Sandy Aiken, one of of the assistant site directors at Jackson Foothills. At this time, I would like to ask our site directors, Mary Ann Hale and Rachel Park, and our superintendent, Dr. Sherry Gibney Sherman, to come forward as we present the awards and diplomas. Dr. Gibney Sherman, special guest, faculty and staff, family and friends. It is my pleasure to present to you the Jackson Foothills graduating class of 2022. These students have met all graduation requirements required by the state of Georgia and our local governance board. Each graduate will receive a $200 Foothills District Scholarship. The first student is Carla Del Angel. Carla is receiving the award for the second highest GPA at Jackson Foothills. After graduation, she has plans to attend Athens Tech. Carla Del Angel. Brianna Elizabeth Evans. Brianna is receiving the Perseverance Award. This award goes to a student who has risen to the challenge in academics and work ethic and has not given up even when things were difficult. After graduation, she plans to attend Athens Tech. Matthew Robert Poe. Matthew is receiving the award for the top GPA at the Jackson Foothills and the Site Directors Award. This award goes to a student who has excelled academically and has maintained excellent attendance. After graduation, he would like to become a game warden. Ruby Macetta Smith. Ruby is receiving the Spirit of Jackson Award. This award goes to a student who has shown persistence, positive character, and embodies all the traits of a successful Foothills student. After graduation, she plans to study photography. Jordan Eugene Soren. Jordan is receiving the Mickey Rowell Memorial Award. This award is given in honor of Mickey Rowell, who was a kind, generous mentor at Jackson Foothills. This award goes to a student who has always given their best, both academically and personally. After graduation, he plans to work for an electrical company. William Tristan Spence. Tristan is receiving the Cynthia McKee Memorial Award. This award is given in honor of Cynthia McKee, who was a compassionate and caring teacher at Jackson Foothills. This award goes to a student who has shown determination and dedication toward earning their diploma. After graduation, he plans to attend Athens Tech to become a diesel mechanic. Congratulations to all the students. Let's give them one more round of applause. We know they have bright futures.
Hello, my name is Tristan Spence. Now, fellow graduates, this is the moment that we have all worked so hard for. And if you're like me, you've been waiting a long time. Congratulations, because we did it. We have conquered high school. Now, let's move these tassels to the left over our hearts as a symbol of this important milestone in our lives. May our futures be bright, and may our dreams stay big. We will now hear from the Foothills Superintendent, Dr. Sherry Gibney Sherman.
Hello, my name is Sherry Gibney Sherman, Superintendent of Foothills Education Charter High School. We thank you for coming to graduation. These are proud moments for us when we get to celebrate our students. But first, we'd like to thank people that are in the room. Students, we thank you for having a reason to celebrate. Parents, family, friends who are here celebrating, we thank you. Staff, we have nearly 1,000 employees working to make sure these students can graduate. We have site directors that provide leadership at each of our sites. We have a governance board who works to manage and make sure that we are doing all the work we need to do to serve our students. Our partner school districts and their communities help to provide space and resources for us to work with our students. The Georgia Department of Corrections works with us to make sure in our 3 prisons that we can serve students. Plus, we have the Northeast Georgia RESA Regional Educational Service Agency, and they work with us to bring resources across our region. A special thanks to Melanie Britton for organizing all of the scholarships and awards we present each year, and to Mark Chanel for organizing all the graduations throughout the district. We really want to thank the entire Foothills community who work together every day to support students as they earn their high school diploma and prepare for careers in college. It takes all of us. For you students, I want you to know that you're part of something bigger than where you are right now. We have 20 sites, and there's a lot of students across the state who are wearing blue gowns just like you. We're in 17 school district partner sites, and I'm going to tell you where they are, because you may have a friend or a cousin or a relative who may need the Foothills experience. We're in Baldwin County, Barrow County, Bibb County, Butts County, Clark County, Franklin County, Greene County, Jackson County, Jasper County, Madison County, Morgan County, Oglethorpe County, Social Circle City, Walton County. Plus, we have a virtual site that's 100% virtual. And right now, we're capped at 350 students who come across the state of Georgia to learn with Foothills. As I said, we have 3 sites that are in 3 prisons. They're in Arundel, Burris, and Phillips. We have 2 sites at our Youth Challenge program, one at Fort Gordon and one at Fort Stewart. Now listen to this. Since we opened our doors in 2015, we have had 1,714 graduates since we opened, and that's as of May the 11th, 2022. And there's more to come because our school year is not over yet. So where are we now? Since we opened our doors in 2015, we have served 14,505 students. Over 14,000 students have entered our doors seeking an alternative way to earn a high school diploma. Now, all haven't finished, but many have, and we could not be prouder. And for those students, our program has developed since we opened. We have support for life skills for students, helping them to be prepared to work with life, including medical health services at some of our sites. We've established a Weld Ready program at Barrow, Jackson, and Madison sites where high school students are earning welding credentials. And every one of our students who graduates from one of these programs, they're offered a job at the completion. So as a high school graduate, they're getting jobs at Caterpillar, Kubota, and more. We also have other career-ready programs that students are participating in. A precision machining and technology, emergency medical technician, healthcare, and more. And we're working hard to make sure we're not only supporting students as they earn their high school diploma, but we're making sure our kids are career ready too. And they are. 5 years ago, we established an alumni transition team. We're about to have our 4th member of that team, and they work with students in their senior year. And as the students get closer to graduation, they help them find jobs, complete college applications, job applications, and help them bridge over to the next step in life. We continue to work on our curriculum to make sure it's the best it can be for our students. We have data teams, curriculum teams, to making sure that we align to Georgia standards and the students have the best opportunity for learning. We have instructional coaches for all of our sites to make sure that our teachers are doing it the Foothills way. And one thing that we were able to do with our Youth Challenge program is to offer a quality virtual option. So our students work at each of their campuses in a virtual setting, And if they're within 5 hours of graduation when they finish the Youth Challenge program, they can come on back and we'll help them finish until they get to the finish line. We continue to offer Foothills Plus. And Foothills Plus is for students who have already aged out. So regardless of their age, if they're within 5 credit hours of graduation, we can serve them. We do have to charge a tuition, but it's very small. And actually our oldest graduate is, I believe, is 72 years old. So we're there for those who want to earn a high school diploma. I mentioned we're in our 3 state prisons, and since we've opened, we have awarded 391 high school diplomas. And what we have discovered, if a student earns a high school diploma from Foothills, when they're released, they don't come back to prison. And the average rate of prisoners who come back to prison after being released is actually 40%. For Foothills, it's 1%. Foothills is making a difference. We also offer something called credit transfer. That means a student can be enrolled in their regular high school and they can attend Foothills part-time and earn credits that they can transfer and take back to their home school so they can graduate with their peers. And to date, we have served 1,920 students in this transfer program. And we're just as proud as those graduates as we are our own. And there's something you may have heard about, and it's real important for you to know, is Senate Bill 153. It was a law that was passed in 2021. And a lot of things happened with that, and we're working on it. But one thing that happened is Foothills is now working under the Georgia Department of Education. And we're working closely with the Georgia Department of Education to make sure that students have access to Foothills option for many years to come. And it's important, if you're sitting in this room, to make sure that the students and families and friends let our legislators know and our Department of Education how important Foothills is to you and your future. We need to make sure that students have this opportunity in the future for a quality high school experience, for students to be job prepared, and for students to be life prepared, and that you have the option to work at your own rate and at the time you can so that you can take care of you and your families. We have high quality adults who work with you as you navigate high school. As a matter of fact, we assign a mentor to every student. And that mentor's task is to stay with you and meet with you at least once a week to make sure there are no barriers that are getting in your way from finishing your high school. Other students deserve this opportunity, and we need you to help us make that happen. As a Foothills graduate, you took the chance to enroll in a different kind of high school. We are different. You worked at your own pace. We're open all year. We're open at night. You work in a hard, no one gives you a diploma. You work very hard in a small classroom setting with adults that come in and out of your life. You are brave to have done this. You are smart, you are loved, and don't ever forget that. You are appreciated. Thank you, graduates, for representing Foothills Education Charter High School.
This is a time that we give our graduates the open mic. So if anyone would like to come up here and speak, they're welcome to just say a few words, but they don't have to. We never make them feel that way. So if any of our graduates like to speak? It's hard. It's very nervous to be up here.
I ain't scared. The only reason I'm standing on the stage today is because my mama, she went through one heck of a ride with me, and so did my daddy, and then my papa, and my brother helped too, and so did so did a lot of other people in my family and friends. And I just want to thank all of them, and I thank God that they put them in my lives, because without them, I never would be here today. Because I've been equipped. And so, I just thank God for mom and daddy and my brother and everybody else. God bless America.
so much. We'd like to thank everyone for coming tonight, for attending the 2022 Jackson Foothills graduation. You are so appreciated. As our students leave the stage tonight, they are going to be handed a red rose by Ms. Angie Gary, who is our team coordinator. She runs our mentor program. And they have been asked to give this rose to someone in their life, whether it be a family member, a parent, a mentor, a teacher, someone in their life that has been very instrumental in helping them get to this stage this evening and walk across the stage. So as they leave tonight, they will be given the rose, and then if you get a rose, just know that you were very important in helping them tonight. We would also like to invite everyone to the reception that will directly follow the graduation, and you're going to go out these doors and then go to the left, and you'll see the sign into the Student Center. And the reception tonight was sponsored by the Jefferson Church that's in Jefferson, Georgia here, and it was catered by Kay Hardy. And we just want to say that. Once again, we appreciate all of you being here tonight. It is so meaningful. We appreciate our guests for attending, and we hope you will join us next door as we celebrate our graduates. Thank you, graduates.